Hey there, this is yet another recording, and I am doing it from on my new camera lens, which is a Viltrox 20mm 2.8 diaphragm camera, and this is how it looks, this camera lens. As usual, this recording is I'm doing it for the sake of self-exploration and exploring awareness. And let me start a timer, a 30-minute timer. I will start it. And again, as usual, I will not do everything as usual, because I have purchased a masterclass, the masterclass course. And it started yesterday, and there are many things, many exercises, many activities in that course, one of which is called nervous system exercises. And in a nutshell, those exercises are meant to create an environment for my nervous system to feel safer, to relax, to feel less anxious, and that's it. And so one of the exercises is the instructions were to apply those exercises outside of the course, outside of the training, and this is where I'm going to apply one of the exercises, or several. And so one of the exercises, it's basically a guided meditation where I put my focus most of my attention in my feet, and I stay experiencing or noticing what happens in my feet for a certain amount of time. It is around 1 minute or a minute and a half. No, I think it is around 40 seconds in the guided meditation itself. But they encourage course participants to experiment with that, with all the nervous system exercises that they gave, and which means that I can go longer or shorter and see what happens. And so what I'm doing right now is as I'm saying this, I'm reallocating or focusing part of my attention to the bottoms, to the soles of my feet, and sensing, feeling whatever is happening there, which is it is actually, I find it quite difficult to hang out with my feet, to stay in touch with my feet, or harder than I would expect or I would want to hang out there. But currently, as I am describing all this and spending or paying some of my attention to my to the soles of my feet, I notice a mild warmth in the bottom of my feet, at the bottom of my feet, and bottoms, and a little bit of tingling, and some so where my what's that? The part of the bottom back part of the feet. There's a little bit of pressure, a little bit of tension, a little bit of surface tension in the heel, yes, right heel. And there is more warmth right now as I am describing this. And it became apparent to me the size of the lens, of the camera lens that is currently recording me. And also it became apparently to me that my throat is pretty constricted. I don't like how some of the items are on my table, because they prevent my hands, they get in the way of my hands freely being on my table. And now it's better. I freed up space on my table. So what they encourage in the course is to experiment with doing that feet exercise and observing, noticing what happens, how it changes. Are there any changes? Are there any changes when I do this? And there are changes. I can notice the changes. Can I? I see something is going on in my conscious. It's difficult to, for me, I didn't notice the changes. Maybe something changed and now it's different. It feels different, but it's hard to tell whether that was because I paid attention to my feet probably. So what I notice is that as I'm holding my attention in my feet, or holding this intention of staying aware of the sensations in my feet, that I am, it is. This is what changed. I am more present right now. I am less dissociated, although I'm automatically trying to, or it's happening, like dissociation, but spending or paying attention intentionally to my feet helps me with staying more embodied, more here. And one of the things that they encourage in these exercises is to find a way to enjoy doing the exercises. And I noticed that these sensations that I experience right now are uncomfortable. So mostly there are certain things that I notice that I enjoy. like the warmth in my a little bit. Yeah, they're somewhat pleasant. They are somewhat pleasant. So I enjoy, and some warmth in my feet. There's like a certain expansion that I experienced. Like my feet got a little bigger, and it seems that there's more blood in my feet right now, and this is like it expanded, make my feet swollen or something. But I notice these sensations, and they feel somewhat enjoyable. But I also notice plenty of, as I said, uncomfortable sensations in my body, not specifically in my feet. Are there any? No, I notice tension in my forehead, above my eyebrows. Like I notice tension, some tension in my eyes. I certainly notice some tension in my throat. And one of the exercises is actually an exercise where I get to release the tension from my throat by making sounds like this. Oh, this is what I could do to see. It is it kind of releases a little bit of tension. So from my jaws and my throat, but still I can totally notice. Oh, and as I was doing these sighs, I noticed extra sensations that appeared in the bottom of my throat, at the bottom of my throat. And in my belly. In my belly. A lot of heat, a lot of tingling. Yeah, maybe certainly these sighs, they somehow affected me recording that, or somehow affected this. And it is actually if I do these sighs, there are so many sensations, quite bright, quite acute, easily noticeable sensations. They rose in my body, and it was really easy to notice them, and with every sigh, or most of the sighs that I did, it is, now I feel shy, and there's a little bit of shame, but this nervous system exercise, I noticed that something has changed in my perception. Something has changed in my perception. Wow, As I do these sighs, extra something just started to appear in in my consciousness, in the field of my awareness. First of all, I notice more ease in my perception. Oh, more lightness. It's lighter, and and something else appeared. I got access to maybe some emotional things, maybe some perceptual things, something like some ease, a little playfulness. I noticed that right now I have more energy, more freely, that comes through me more freely. My perception is less tense. Right. So this is what happened. Maybe is it like my body's less tense, which impacts my perception because they are kind of the one thing. But what I noticed, this is, whoa. Whoa, it's weird. What I noticed right now is that I wanted to stretch, I want to move, so I want to do some movements here, and it just happens more naturally. So weird. It is so simple. Oh, and now I notice that I like this state. I like the change. I really like the change. It feels great. Gotta be great. It feels great. And as I thought for a second about recording myself playing some video games, and at that specific moment, that exact moment, I noticed some tension. I noticed some things started to feel unpleasant, started to feel something like I don't like how it felt. And it is great to notice that. This is contagious. Oh, I'm really glad. I feel great about remembering this word, contagious. It is contagious. Contagious. Oof. Notice like what is happening. I just did a few sighs, and my state has changed so much. So much. Some playfulness here now is. Oh, I wonder. I wonder about what if I combine a few exercises. So, for example, if I combine doing these sighs like but this is a sigh. Okay, let's see. Can you imagine someone recording, stumbling upon a video on YouTube where someone just does these weird sighs like I'm doing right now, and you see that video and you think, what the hell is going on? Why is he doing that? And how is it useful? Ooh, ouch, that was ouch. But I tell you what, I'll tell you this. It is useful for me right now. And I don't care much if it's useful for you. Oh, cool. I noticed that ISO level jumps back and forth on my camera display because I set it to auto. And I don't know. It's why it happens. Like why does this? Probably I should set it to constant value so that it's not as like going disco. Anyway, it is incredible. I find it what useful for me because I can experiment with these things, record myself, and then rewatch it in the future. If I want to rewatch it, I can get back to it in 5 years. Well, I hope that I can. No, I hope that these videos are still available in 5 years. And the YouTube thing is still going on. So, imagine seeing a video like this and wondering why the hell, why would someone record something like this? And I will tell you why, because this is a great opportunity. It's like journaling, but journaling. It's like journaling, but even better, because I don't need to use my own hand and the pen. I can just say things and pay attention to my body and do all these exercises. So it is wonderful. It feels wonderful to do this, and for free, to be able to do this for free and upload on the internet and be seen by some random strangers or by no one. But this opportunity to be seen, or this possibility to be seen, it is incredible. It adds something special in here because it adds my psyche registers it automatically that I am being seen. I'm being viewed. Like this video, it will not stay on my laptop, on my camera. I'm gonna upload it on the internet, to YouTube, or on YouTube, and it has this possibility of someone watching this video. And this, I notice, enables all this extra magic, extra stuff compared to journaling, which I also do, but this is different. It feels different. So I'm doing this for myself. And it is also awesome because nobody is obligated to watch this video. Nobody is paying for it. Nobody owes me nothing, and I don't owe you anything. So it's just a great deal. Because there is something in me, there is a part of me that assumes that, or there's this assumption that I need to upload useful videos on YouTube. Otherwise, I'm doing bad things. It's bad to not upload some useful videos on YouTube. There's this assumption. Great. And this. Okay, so I notice my anxiety level rose, and but there is not so much tension in my throat. As I mentioned, the tension there some came up, but at the moment the tension is mostly not present in my throat. But what if I but I'm thinking about recording a video, gratitude video, and uploading it to the community within the course. And there's this gratitude section where people express gratitude, and I could do that. So this is one crazy idea in my head, in my mind. Anyway. There is heat in my solar plexus, and there is some tension that coming up in my throat. Some squeezing in my throat starts to become tense, and as I'm describing these things. And one of the things that I've heard Joe Hudson was talking, and they suggest in the course, is embracing intensity. And I was not sure what this means. Like, what does embrace means? Intensity, okay. There is certainly there is intensity right now happening in me. So there are sensations in my chest. They're pretty strong and intense. There are sensations in my calves, and feet. They're also pretty noticeable and intense. And what I learned by using Gemini and chatting with it back and forth is that embrace intensity might mean me like relaxing into and internally right now in my perception in my body, relaxing it and stepping a little bit back, or being in my body but relaxing it in my psyche a little bit, so that there is enough space for this intensity to happen, and for me to not to grip it, not to do it like so. Doing some internal movements that arrange some internal space for these intense sensations to be and to happen and to kind of flow, and spend time with these sensations. So they're coming, and there's some in the bottom of my belly right now. So there are certain sensations, and what I am doing with I remember that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna quit Telegram. And what I'm doing, if I'm embracing intensity, is that I am doing some internal movements where I'm staying embodied, when I'm staying in touch with the sensations, but also they have space to exist and flow through me. And being touched by how can I, and there are other things, there are other moves that I could do, but I think that, and this is what I'm experimenting with right now, and this is how I understand the bracing intensities, that I am internally in my body, in my psyche, so in my awareness, in my perception, I am playing with, testing some internal movements that result in these intense sensations to happen, and to flow somewhat freely, or like to a certain extent. So there is certain flow going on there, or let's say, yeah, there's certain flow going on there. And for me to feel these sensations, and to feel these sensations, and that's it. So when they are there, and they're intense, and there is space for them, they're happening, and I'm feeling those sensations. They are touching they are in the presence of my awareness, and that's that. Like nothing extra. So they're here. Oh, this is heat. Oh, there's something, some heat, some tingling, some pressure going back and forth in my right calf, in my, and it is there, and I'm here, and it can be there, and I'm here, and I'm still here, and it's still happening, and it's like moves a little bit here and a little bit there. It pulsates a little bit. It changes ever so slightly, and now I notice some sensation in my solar plexus, a little like suffocating contraction in my chest, and it arises. It happens in the pelvis, in my legs. Certain sensations arise, and they happen, and they continue to happen, and I continue to experience them, and I continue being, and there is space for them to happen. Breath certainly impacts that, and I notice some area of dissociation in my conscious, but also I notice certain area of sensations happening in my perception. What if we try? Sounds and breathes, like breathing in. Certainly intensify the sensations. Let them move or happen more actively. This is interesting. Oof. Mm. Oh. Mm. Oh, that was certainly refreshing, energizing, and also quite unexpected. Surprising. I didn't expect that a yawning exercise to I didn't expect all this to happen, and I feel pleasure. Ooh, I enjoyed this. I feel fucking pleasure. Yeah, oof. There's the oh. This is certainly unexpected. Very unexpected. Holy shit. What? What? I just yawned and and I also notice how I simultaneously, as I'm yawning, and I'm like, part of me says it's ugly. It is obnoxious. I don't know. It's disgusting. It is uncivilized. It is, ugh. Oh my god. Oh, and at the same time, as I'm doing this, there's so many sensations appear in my body that weren't present before I started doing this. So it's like here's the evidence. There's evidence. Who cares? Like, wow, there's some assumption. Oh, great, there is some assumption. Oh, great, there is some assumption that this is obnoxious. Obnoxious. I even don't know what this word means. Let's quickly Google it. What's obnoxious? Obnoxious describes behavior, people, or things that are highly offensive, unpleasant, or overwhelmingly annoying. Highly offensive, no. Unpleasant, yes. Yeah, so this is highly unpleasant and overwhelmingly annoying. what's obnoxious? How do I translate it to Ukrainian? Let's see. It is, and what about Russian? Russian. Oh, okay. Obnoxious. Yeah, oof. So, it is obnoxious. And I feel better. I feel so much better after yawning. Oh my god. Anyway, I think that I'm gonna finish this video recording for probably today. I feel more energized after doing it. What helped? Actually, this yawning helped. Or what impacted it? This yawning thing. What? How? Who cares? It works. It worked this time. Maybe next time it won't work. We'll see. I feel that I would like to experiment with it, and I am afraid that it will not work the next time. Yeah, there is this fear because it worked. How can something works for me? For me? What? Okay, so what I did, I recorded it. Let me quickly go over it. I started this recording, described a few things, my intentions, blah blah blah, all the regular stuff. Then I started going over the nervous system exercises. I started describing the nervous system exercises that I am tasked to do in the masterclass. And then I tested the feet exercise, which was kind of vaguely impactful. And then I noticed, I started describing something, and then I noticed, tension, usual, in my throat, and I tested the yawning, the throat exercise, and I did it. So inhale, then relaxing jaws, and with a sound, like yawn and the sound, both. Sound, yawn, and that actually shifted things like a lot. This is what happened. And then I continued doing that and staying with the natural yawning, or the yawning that I wanted to happen. And then I noticed a shift in my perception, that emotional also. I felt lighter. It felt lighter. And by the end of this recording, I feel energized, and some relief. And I noticed that I started speaking more freely, and more words, different words, started coming up, and I felt myself. I felt more articulate. I felt more freedom in how I express. I felt more playfulness. So I used this, for example. I enjoyed saying I'm tasked to do that, instead of I'm doing an exercise. So great, really great. And it is, and I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this to the point where I don't want to stop this, but I know that I need to. It is. Something in me tells me, or slightly like whispers, tells me that it would be more. It would be better if I stop recording this on this note of enjoyment and discovery, and that enough. There is this, like, it's enough for it now, and I can do that tomorrow. And it's better to do it in shorter sessions and experimentations as I'm fresh and returning back to it tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. I enjoyed this.